Welcome back to my channel. It is getting cooler outside, so we are just gonna step right into fall, and I thought what better way than to make something with pumpkin. So today we're going to be making pumpkin pie, but with a little twist. We're gonna make little mini ones, okay? Let's go. Alrighty y'all, we're gonna start with the graham cracker crust. I'm going to use these Knick S'morables. They are vegan and certified gluten-free graham crackers, and we're gonna crush them up in our food processor. Okay, the recipe states 175 grams or 1.75 cups of graham crackers. I did the math. 2 of these are 32 grams according to the box, so I'm going to do 11 of these cookies. All right, let's grind these babies up. Let's see. Perfection. And this time we are not making the mistake that we did with the ice cream cake. We followed a recipe and we're putting butter in this mixture. Our 175 grams of graham crackers, and now we're going to add 1/4 cup of cane sugar. We'll just give it a mix here with our fork. Now we're going to add our melted butter. So I just have Basil margarine here. I believe it's salted, so the recipe says to put 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Since the margarine has salt in it, I'm going to omit the salt. So let's go ahead and add our melted butter to our graham sugar mixture. And fork mixing here. Let's test if it clumps. I have a good feeling about this, but I think that clumps. Good, okay. All right, let's start filling our trays. My first ones that I'm going to be doing are muffin cups, normal muffin cups tray. And I'm just gonna start with 1 spoonful each. So we'll start there, and I have a protein scoop that from my protein, and I'm going to press down. Look at the little hole from that. Oh my gosh, okay, this is too funny. Okay, I'm gonna touch up and add a little bit more to the parts here, and then to make sure there's a little bit around the rim as well. Okay, I've decided that we're gonna try not make these ones have as much of an edge and see what happens, and then I'll bring my other tray. And we have these, and they have a removable bottom, so you can just them out. So these ones, I'm going to actually try to put them around the edge there. So we're gonna start off with a lot more for these ones. We'll start with 2 spoonfuls. Again. So the goal is to push more so to the edges. That way we make sure we have a side. Ooh. I have to say it's much easier doing this against the metal because it just slides. I feel like the paper kind of absorbs. But anyways, so what I'm gonna do is just fill the rest here to make it even, and then make sure there's some all along the edges. Okay, as I'm doing this, I'm realizing to press it on the sides here. Oh, it's very crumbly up the sides. So I'm gonna just put them all back in. I'm gonna just put them back in the bowl and add a little bit more melted butter. Let's do this again. We are looking good. This is actually more difficult than I thought it was going to be. As you can see, I kind of missed some, but you know, it's good enough. And then I have our other ones here. We're going to blind bake these for 8 minutes at 350 in the oven. While that's baking, let's make our pumpkin pie filling. First up, pumpkin. We're using pure pumpkin. We need 15 ounces or 425 grams. I believe I usually make 2 pies out of a big can like this, a 796 ml. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to measure. My battery on my scale actually died. So this is an ounce measure, so we're just gonna do our best with this one. So we're going to do 8 ounces and then 7 ounces. Three-quarters a cup of coconut milk, canned coconut milk. 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. Now I would recommend mixing this up, whisking it together now while before the brown sugar can like clump and soak up all the moisture. Quarter cup of cornstarch. 1/4 cup of maple syrup. This is the kind I'm using. Organic compliments. 3 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. And 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And let's mix. This is literally the easiest pumpkin pie recipe I've ever found, and it's the best. Now you can leave this in the fridge if you want. I've done that before if you're waiting on making pie crust or whatever. I actually probably should have mixed it after I put the cornstarch in as well, but never seem to have a problem. You can also put all of these ingredients into a blender and blend it if that works better for you. Our crusts are done, so we're going to repress them. I'm just, oh my god, they're so soft. Oh my god. Okay, so we're just going to press these. The reason I blind baked these was so that to ensure they're not going to be soggy once they're cooked with the pumpkin pie filling inside. And then it kind of just squishes the excess up the sides. Oh gosh, there's so much butter. Okay, these look so perfect. I'm just going to now leave them to cool. They need to be completely cool before you fill them. Now I really think that I'm gonna have way too much pie filling and not enough of these. Now with pumpkin pie, it's not really gonna rise, so I'm pretty confident in just having the muffin cups full pretty much to the brim. Okay, those look amazing. Like I said, I've never done this before, so we'll see how like it peels off and how that works. And these guys I can fill right full. I have made pumpkin pies in these before, just with a different crust, like actual pie crust. So these can be filled right to the brim as well. And I am going to have extra pumpkin pie fillings, so we'll have to do something with that. Okay, these are looking amazing. I'm gonna throw them in the oven. It's still at 350. We're gonna cut the time in half, so we're gonna do 30 minutes. Pull them out, check them, see what they look like. Here they are. I see a little bit of cracking. That might be good. I also see butter underneath here, so maybe the extra butter wasn't necessary, but I think they're done. I'm just going to try the knife test, which is where you grab a butter knife and you stick it in the center. I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah, they're good. These actually could be a little bit wobbly and they'll still be done. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna consider these donezo. This one, absolutely, I'm confident. These are weird, but I can see the little hole and I can see this little crack. They're a little bit darker, so I'm gonna consider these done actually as well. Now we're going to let them chill for 4 hours-ish because they're smaller, they'll cool faster, and then we can try them later today. Okay, y'all, there's literally so much butter, so I'm gonna put a muffin cup liner on these ones, which actually fits really nicely, and try to use up the rest of our pumpkin pie filling. Okay, y'all, here are the other two. Look how puffy they are. Oh, they're sinking now. They're sinking. So with this recipe, or pumpkin pie in general, a lot of the time they will bubble. and then they'll sink flat down like how they normally look in the store. For example, here are the ones from earlier. Look how flat they are. Delicious. Oh, that's such a nice shot there. Yeah. It is the next day. We hit the 4-hour mark last night, and I was like, it is dark. It was like 9:30. I'm like, you know what? Let me just leave them in the fridge overnight, and then tomorrow we'll come finish the video. And oh my god, everything looks so good. We had a little taste test. Clay's gotta try it, okay? He's my taste tester, so he tried one of the ones in the muffin cups, and then I also had to try one. So I'm gonna tell you guys everything. I'll try both of them and see how they are, because it is a big difference between regular pie crust, so it'll be very interesting. And I'm also going to be filming a small reel, so with the finished product. I'm gonna try and just make a reel of the final product and put the ingredients in the caption, as opposed to filming from beginning to end of making the product. So we'll see how that kind of video goes. Let's film the little end shot of the reel. I'll show you guys my setup, and then I'll taste test for you. Alright y'all, here's our little setup. Clay found this table on Marketplace or wherever, or at a thrift, at a garage sale for like not even $5, I think. So here are these ones, and I want to just mention they do sometimes have a little bit of condensation at the top there. I'm not sure if that's just sugar, honestly. They're delicious and fine to eat just like that. Here is the one left. Ta-da! So I'm gonna put those on the plate. We'll put some of this whipped cream, pumpkin spice, coconut, found that at Freshco, and we're gonna top it and yeah, cut into it. That'll probably be the video. I forgot, I wanted to show you guys popping these out. This is why I love these little things, because it's so easy to just pull them out, and then you can just peel this bottom part off. Da-da! Da-da! I was trying a little bit for my reel. This pumpkin pie whipped cream is so good. It's not like super, here I'll try some by itself actually. It's so good. If you like the coconut whipped cream, the normal one, you'll love it. It is kind of a little coconutty and little pumpkin pie spicy, but if you're eating it with pumpkin something, it really kind of just tastes like whipped cream. But anyways, so one thing I want to mention, the crust is so buttery and so greasy. So I don't know if it's because I used margarine, or if it's because I like put extra butter and I shouldn't have. Anyways, so that's kind of like a little bit off-putting to me. This one is falling apart because of the video, but like you can see, so good. So on these ones, the bottom, I wouldn't say it's soggy, but in comparison with the muffin ones and compared to this side here, this is like very more hard, like a cookie. The bottom of these is like soft. I like it. It's really good. Also, the graham crackers are a little sweet. I feel like I didn't need the extra sugar, like the recipe that I followed. I probably could have just used the cookies and the butter, because it does taste like a cookie with the pumpkin pie. So for me, it's like a little bit too sweet. So it just depends on your cookies that you use. I'm gonna try this one for you guys. I'm gonna show you. This is so freaking awesome. Look at this. I think it's the butter. If anything, a little bit maybe stuck like here on some of them, but for the most part, they literally just butter. Look at that. They just like, but look at the butter. Like, it's so much butter. It's so greasy. Yeah, so I don't like that part, and I have no idea why it's like so greasy. Like, ugh. I'm gonna steal some of this whipped cream. Okay, after sitting overnight, it's not as hard. After that 4-hour mark, it was really hard, like a cookie. And I was like, this is like too much like a cookie for me. But this is really good. It's definitely more of a unhealthy version, I would say. I'm gonna make an apple pie video soon where I'll make actual pie crust. So I'll show you guys I have a pie crust that I've never tried before that I really want to try. So I'm gonna do that on an apple pie in the future. So look forward to that. I think I have made gluten-free pie crust last fall, and it was very easy and everything. So I might do 2 different pie crusts so that we can see the difference or whatever. But yeah, look forward to that. So then you'll have a pie crust video in the future, in case you don't want to try this cookie bottom. Like I said, if your cookies, if you use the Knick ones, I wouldn't add sugar and be sparingly on the butter. I don't know why they're so greasy. But yeah, they turned out really awesome, so both ways, surprisingly. So that will be it for the video, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something new. I hope you try this recipe, because this pumpkin filling, I could just eat it without anything. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.